main area is a big room, black and white tiles, probably put down over the actual floor. White walls with artistic blood smears and beads and stuff. Give me forensic blood stain pattern analysis rolls, or you can just do regular forensics, but you get less information. But if you have specialized blood stain pattern analysis, then you definitely, or if you want to pick up that skill at Learn.
Serology at Learn. Nope.
Anyone? Apparently all the grisly murders happened before you guys got here. Anyway, there's a lot of candle operas and stuff, but they're the kind that have the fake electronic candles in them as opposed to real candles. Magic, you think? And there's enough dim lighting to be sexy and a bit intimate. They have a background playing of various songs heard in vampire movies, provided by a live rock band, supplemented by older instruments such as violins and harpsichords. There's also various other rooms on the ground floor. The stairs up appear to be guarded by a couple of security guys. The main rooms people are socializing in, there's the grand hall / living area where the band is, a family room, outdoor terrace near the pool. The only other two areas of note include a key card only elevator, which is just a tad bit out of sight of the security guards who are guarding the stairs, and also a large closed dark oak double door, which probably goes into a different room. That one is not guarded. And other areas not mentioned are either locked up or being used by the staff, like the kitchen, etc., or are incredibly dull. So, your overall impression of the house, it's not a home, it's a showpiece. So, there's a bunch of famous actors and actresses there, apparently. I'm not sure if you guys know much about actors and actresses and stuff. In addition, there's husbands, wives, gold diggers, paid escorts, some personal assistants, catering, bartenders, discreet press, and so on. Everybody is dressed as a vampire except for the attendant servants, which are bringing drink and stuff. They are dressed like, let's see here. Yeah. Shit. Click on the right thing, Logan. Reveal. Let's see. You'll have to look around a bit for it. But you'll see various vampire costumes, and next to that is a guy in a white wig type thing that you can see.
All right. Oh, okay. So like Interview with a Vampire.
Well, the white wig guy is how the men and women who are the wait staff are dressed. I would like history rolls on that to know what time period, etc. They're wearing waistcoats, breeches, stockings, short wigs.
Fail.
It's old-timey.
I made it.
Oh my gosh. These are reminiscent of the things worn in the reign of Louis XIV, the Sun King. Yeah. Guy comes by and offers you all flutes of champagne.
All right, I take one.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Very good, man. And off he glides. People are either taking them or leaving empty glasses on his tray or whichever. Loads of pale people, exposed skin, people who are trying to appear pale, etc. Lots of corsets. Corsets are in this year. Yeah.
All right.
Who is our host?
So I'm gonna go mingle, guys.
Who was it?
Is there a dance floor?
Rock.
There is a dance floor. Rock seems to be ignoring you and drinking and looking to dance.
Do the Zulu dance.
Do the Zulu dance. No, this is a vampire party.
If only he'd brought his mask.
Who was it that invited us here?
We don't actually know. Is it on the invitation, Logan?
You pull out your invitation and look at it. Yes, it is. It
Oh.
says his name is David Collins.
Oh yeah, right. The guy from Golden Mammoth. Golden Mammoth. Golden Mammoth or Crystal Mammoth?
Crystal Mammoth.
Crystal Mammoth. Yeah.
It says it on the invitation as well. All
Okay.
this information, yes. You can tell that he's a heavy note taker.
Yep. I'm gonna pull out my phone and get a picture of David Collins up on it.
No problem. You see what he would look like if he was not wearing a vampire costume.
Right. Do I spot him around?
Not yet. I will let you know if somebody that looks like him wanders in. There is
Okay.
some other guy who's walking up to you and wearing an unusual mask type thing that looks like this. It's down and to the left of where the various vampire type costumes are.
Oh, nice.
He comes up, he's got his own flute of champagne, and he goes, "Not drinking Madeira?" He seems to have a British accent, very refined.
Not this evening, though everything looks lovely.
I would definitely recommend the food tables. They're quite good.
Thank you.
If you'd like, I'd be happy to get something for you.
Well, I would love to know your name first.
Oh, my mistake. He pulls out a business card and hands it to you. He says, David Nix. He comes off as kind of suave and charming. And on his business card, it says Gamoon. And it has like a picture of grapes and a glass. And he says, "I'm into wine." You guys are not getting the strange, buzzy feeling from him. You're thinking, not an actor.
Thank you for the offer. We haven't said thank you to the host yet.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll make an appearance later, but I have not seen him yet.
I'm sorry. What was your name again?
David.
Oh, David. Oh, okay. Do you have any idea what we're celebrating here, or is it just a?
Celebrating?
Is this a specific occasion, or is it just a fun party?
I believe that it's just a fun party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure. We don't know the guy too well, Mr. Collins.
Oh. I'm kind of crashing a party myself a little bit.
Wow, that's impressive, man. You got by the guards, huh?
Well, not exactly. I supplied a lot of the champagne and bubbly for this affair. I have a small place in France.
Oh, it's very nice champagne. Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoy it. He says, "Excuse me," and he goes off to socialize with. It's basically the big socialization dance where everybody briefly encounters somebody else and then moves on. You guys do see a lady that's staring intently at you guys. She is pretty good looking. One of the things that you notice is you can see she's wearing these kind of gloves. Their picture is above the mask. She is not really dressed as slutty vampire, more of a conservative vampire, but she is staring at you guys intently, like as though she thinks she might know you but isn't sure. Give me spot hidden rolls at -30 for something hard and not very obvious at all, or half, whichever is better for you.
That's spotted half.
Nice.
Oh, and -30.
Either half or -30, whichever is better for you. I don't care.
Yeah, -30.
Oh, Glenn made it.
Nice. And did anybody get better than that, or like 10 points better than either half or -30? Just curious, because it's the level of detail.
Yeah, I got 10 better than -30.
Wow. Okay, you get more detail. Sheila, do you make it or no?
I did not make it.
No worries. What the guys notice is she has 3 very discreet bodyguards. They're keeping like more than a couple arms lengths of distance, but she definitely has bodyguards. What only Scott noticed is they are packing heat, and they've got on big trench coats and stuff. But your guess is that that picture there that's underneath the vampire costumes is what they're packing. Serious heat. Like, yeah, mini Uzi type.
Oh, machine pistols. Great.
Yeah. They're
But
being very discreet, and they've got on enough clothes that, normal people won't notice this. But apparently you are so freakishly perceptive that you have pierced through their hiding so well. And they are really good at hiding their stuff.
hey, Glenn, Danny, you see that woman over there? I
She's
kind of nonchalantly, not pointing at them, say
She's
this.
heading this way.
The one with the bodyguards packing the huge guns?
Guns? I didn't see any guns. See the guards.
No.
What are they packing?
The coat. Looks like machine pistols.
Huh.
She's approaching, smiling to you guys.
Huh.
She can't hear us.
Hey.
Stage whispering.
Take a card, Scott. Right. She comes up and she says, "Why, hello. I don't believe I know you." Or, Oh, by the way, all of you give me luck rolls. I just want to know who makes it the best.
Hello.
That was pretty good. Glenn made it even better, probably. Let's see.
Made it by 9. The luck roll.
Okay.
I made it by 39.
Nice.
What are we using to go off of luck? Sorry.
It's a skill. It's
Under natural weapons.
there you go. Yes, luck is your natural weapon.
Haha. Glenn
That
J.
is luck at minus 30, luck at half, whatever. Looks like I'm the winner.
No worries. You begin to hear the faint strains of a tango, and she says, "Tango?" To the rock.
I'm not real good. Can you lead?
Of course. And you go off tangoing. She says, "I don't believe I can really get to know somebody without dancing with them. Give me a dance roll, please." It all comes
my
down
God.
to this.
Yeah, that's a fail.
You suck. She is very disappointed, and it shows in her eyes.
Yeah, I told you, not real good at this one. More of a physical actor.
Well, something to work on, she says, returning you after unsuccess. After defending her feet versus stepping on damage, she returns you to your friends. But while you're dancing, give me a spot hidden roll. Lower is better, or something.
Did she say?
That's at minus 30.
Something's up. You're not sure what, but her pupils are not expanding nor contracting like they should. In fact, you're not sure, but you're thinking that they may be contact lenses.
Okay. I don't believe I have the pleasure of your name, ma'am. I'm Rock Ebersol.
She says, "Of course you are." She's, that's where I knew you from. You're in Handy.
Yeah, I'm the security chief.
Ah.
People for Chinese Billy. Yeah, that's me.
She represses an involuntary shudder. She says, "My name is Danielle Garand." She's attractive, early to mid-20s, black-haired, dark eyes, pale skin, small. She's on the petite side. She's also wearing a small fortune in diamonds. You're not sure if they're real or not, but... And the black dress slid up one side with evening gloves. That's the picture. I wanted to give the picture because not a lot of people know what evening gloves are. Well, Scott's character definitely knows what evening gloves are, but not a lot of modern people are familiar with that name.
Right.
Don't wear that dress for.
How do you know David?
She says, "Oh, Oh, by the way, also, she is not an actor. She says, I've had some dealings with his studio in the past.
I see. Interesting.
Hmm. Can anybody else dance better? She asks, looking at your friends.
I don't know. We'll mosey over towards the friends, and they may know to dance because I'm not real good at this.
She looks at both of you. She is an equal
Um,
opportunity dancer. She doesn't care about who it is.
I don't know this one, but I'll give it a try.
Ah, right. Give me a dance roll as you go out on the floor with her.
At my base learn. Hey, made it by half.
You get a check in dance and in learn if you don't already have a check in learn. Excellent. She is very impressed. You are an enthusiastic new dancer. She likes the cut of your jib. She says, I am disappointed that I'll have to be flying to Milan tonight and must leave the party early. The bodyguards that you notice, the heavily armed ones, are discreetly keeping an eye on you. Does your character have any skills that, or any of your three characters have any skills that know anything, that have any skills that would tell them any extra information about bodyguards or anything? Any skills like that?
Surveillance. Counter surveillance.
Surveillance might, well, actually, I'd go for empathy if you've got no specialized skills.
I'll make an empathy check, sure.
Streetwise?
Fail.
Streetwise would tell you a different kind of thing. Sheila, what were you getting ready to say?
I have an alertness card.
Well, that's.
I also have empathy.
Okay. Either way. An alertness card, you'd get to see these guns of which he keeps talking, but.
I'll try for empathy.
Okay.
I do not make it.
No problem.
Empathy.
You made it? And
Yep.
The Rock? Did The Rock pull it
Fail.
off? All right. You are the most perceptive man in the room. You see guns, you see bodyguards, you get your empathy. These guys are all professionals and they're on a friggin' hair trigger. Pretty much, you're thinking if you were to do anything that could be conceived of as a threat, that they would instantly go into action. And they are totally unafraid of death, combat, etc. These are some hard people.
Wow.
Yeah. Not sure what's up with this little diminutive dancing girl, why she gets these kind of people. Meanwhile, while you other two are standing there, both of you give me listen rolls to listen in on a conversation that's going on elsewhere.
Your men seem a little tense.
Nope.
She says, the music is really loud. In fact, while you guys are trying to listen in that conversation, it shows like the band increasing their volume in the background. You're like, She says, well, yes, a bit. They worry so, she says. I am impressed that you spotted them. How many did you see?
Oh, there's the four there.
The four? She looks a bit shocked and she says, my God, you're good. At that point, she squeezes your butt. She seems impressed enough to have done that. She says, it's very few people that can spot the sniper outside.
Oh.
It shows him doing the stiff dance with a big smile on his face, and the other two are looking. I'm going, wonder what's up there.
All I hear are bees.
Yeah.
Bees.
She eventually dances you back over and returns you to the other people and says, well, it was fun. I hope to meet you again, sir.
My pleasure.
She gives a curtsy and off she goes. And the three guys I had earlier described follow her. Yes, by naming the fourth, you freaked her out just a bit. And apparently yourself as well.
So, is anything going on with those big oak doors?
They
Dark
don't
doors?
appear to have been used yet. You can mosey over there if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm going to mosey over there.
Okay.
crack the door open, see what's back there.
Right. What do you other two want to do? It appears Rock's caught wind of something and is trying his best to walk casually.
I'm scanning the faces and seeing if I recognize anyone from the weirded out pictures that were in the house.
Good call. No, nobody is here from there. Now, these are all super famous people that you recognize from your brief time on IMDb. You know how they're always showing pictures of stuff you don't give a shit about? Some of those people are in those, you know. Apparently, they give each other awards from time to time. Yay. And Scott, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna follow Rock.
All right.
Try to be discreet about it.
No problem. While they're off, Sheila, give me a spot hidden roll for something else.
All right. Did not make it.
Yeah, no worries. Right, it shows all kinds of weird shit going on, like wherever you're not looking. And meanwhile, the other two go over and check out the door. Inside of the door, there's a couple of people talking, but they're not looking toward the door. Their backs aren't exactly to the door, but they're discussing something. It's a guy and a woman. It appears to be a library. It's got the theme of the books is black. You guys, well, actually, one of you is thinking, "My God, what a lot of books they have." The other one's thinking, "I recognize these kind of books. They are books by the foot. Literally, you can buy books by the foot to fill up your bookshelf so you can look smarter than you are." And the two people are discussing. The woman goes, "How dreadful." The man says, "Indeed." The woman says, "How many?" The guy says, "I'd heard 312. No Americans, though." "Oh, thank goodness for that. Anyone I'd heard of?" "Nah, just a bunch of dead frogs." "Fucking terrorists. What do you think of the gown I'm wearing?" At that point, the guy catches sight of you guys and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need the library?"
I was just checking out the digs here.
"Oh, well, come on in. They've got extra brandy in here if you don't like champagne. Library brandy."
All right. So I step into the room.
You see your two friends disappearing into the big oak doors that you'd seen earlier.
I make introductions. I'm Rock Ebersol.
The doors begin to close. They're very slowly getting away.
I'm joining them.
Excellent. You've managed to prevent their escape. Right, you join them in the library. It's a pretty good sized library. There's a lot of large wingback chairs. There's a cigar humidor, brandy. It looks like the kind of place you could pass a good deal of time if you were so inclined. And a whole lot of books that matter not at all. It's rather tragic. In fact, it's the same books repeated over and over every 3 or 4 feet. You know, yeah.
Is there a roll I can make to recognize what they were talking about? It sounds like a plane crash, but
No, you might have to do something different to find out that information, I'm afraid.
okay.
Because you don't really follow the news very well.
Okay.
You know, you
Well,
may have to.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but you guys were talking when we came in. But what were you? French people?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on there?
Oh, it happened at a theater called Étoile du Nord. I don't know what that means. I don't speak French, she says. But apparently, terrorists used some sort of gas to make an audience at a play. Everybody went crazy and killed themselves or each other.
Geez, that's absolutely horrible.
It really is, yes. I think that was the first time that play happened. Signiyane, something like that. Well, everybody give me French rolls if you have the French language. If you don't, go for it and learn as you magically discover the ability within you to maybe speak French.
Nope.
Bloody frogs.
Help myself to a cigar.
Oh,
Sounds like something out of
feel a fumble.
That's probably a fumble there. That means the signature of January.
Sounds French title.
Indeed.
Well, I believe Nord is north, so I got that much.
They all look impressed that you speak French fluently. These are Americans. For Americans, if you speak one other language that's not Spanish, because nobody gives a shit about that language, you are a scholar. They almost look like they're ready to applaud. If you start breaking out in their non-Spanish language, they may applaud.
Very nice. Wow, that's just terrible. Does
They agree.
anybody know why those people were targeted, or was it just like a terrorist attack or something?
I have no idea. Not a clue at all.
Right? Would you like a brandy?
Oh, yes.
Okay. You, ma'am?
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
All
You
right,
guys drink the library brandy. It's librarial.
I go off, pour 2 brandies, bring them back.
No worries at all. Somebody is Dana going to imbibe anything, or are you keeping an eye on all these freaks?
I am done with alcohol. It must have been a terrible drink I had last night.
That makes good sense. Yeah. So thirsty. But yeah, no worries. Yeah, and once again, you're out partying. Can you imagine waking up dressed as a vampire? Oh, that could just go so wrong. So, yeah. You guys, they make small talk with you about various things. The lady is an actress, and this is her husband, and she's pleased to meet you and everything. Just blah 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 stuff, talking about who's going to be in what. She also says, "Oh, do you know the host?"
Not terribly well. No, I'm wondering why we were on the invite list. Actually,
I have no idea. I'm not sure I know you.
Do you know David?
Yes. We'd worked together on a project a couple of years ago. She then goes off onto a description of a really horrible romantic comedy.
Okay. All right.
But I repeat myself. So anyway, yeah, she talks about stuff. One of the liveried guys, black guy wearing the short wig, breeches, all that stuff comes in. He has a champagne flutes and nibblies. And he says, yes, he looks around. Anybody?
No,
Ma'am?
thank you. No.
Ma'am, anything for you? Empathy roll on this guy. Oh, and you all know he's an actor, but apparently not a very good one if he's happened to do
Success on the empathy at half.
Also, empathy at half.
Right.
Empathy.
Excellent. Good. Everybody gets kind of the same deal. He's pretty much ignoring the guys, but he's very suspicious of Dana for some reason, like super suspicious, like. But he's trying not to show it. He's apparently not a great actor, but then again, neither is The Rock. So.
Hey, I got better after the first game.
Would you like anything to eat, ma'am?
I look over the tray. Is there anything vegan-y?
Yes, there is. This is Hollywood party, of course, and it's even got a little certified vegan stick in it and stuff like that. And it has a barrier to prevent it from coming into the shadow contact of any of the meat products and such. Absolutely.
Oh, wow, vegan. I couldn't do that.
She'll take one.
He says, "Very good, ma'am," and watches. He just kind of stands there and pauses like he's thinking, but he's not. He's keeping an eye on you.
Danger sense?
Yeah.
Go for it.
On the numbers.
At half.
Hmm.
Oh, no, actually not. I failed. Sorry.
Yay! Everything's fine, Rock.
I make it.
Excellent. What you other two are thinking is he's waiting to see if she eats it. And if she doesn't, bad. If she does, you're not sure. Possibly good. He's really tense, though.
I'll eat it, and I maintain eye contact.
Give me new empathy rolls as you eat it while maintaining tough-ass eye contact.
So, does vegan mean you're from Las Vegas?
Success.
Everybody take a card for lovely roleplay. As soon as you bite into it and swallow, he has lost interest in you. He is totally relaxed. He's going away. You're not sure what in the fuck is going on with that.
Play immediately.
Okay, play immediately. What do you got, Scott?
Magic item goes bye-bye. I don't have any as far as I know.
Hooray!
All right, Trusting Soul. Anyone who doesn't have firearms or a strength bonus to their attack draws a card.
I know that'll be the Dana and Glenn for sure. Do you have a damage bonus yet? Or is your strength up to 80?
No.
So, and I know you have no firearms, so everybody gets a card. Hooray! And then get rid of whatever card you don't love anymore.
All right, I'm throwing a skill +5 on the pile if anybody wants that.
I have a play immediately.
Ooh.
The family card.
Hmm.
Here, I'll put it down so others can read it. Okay.
I'm not sure if any of you guys have had family that have come up in the campaign yet. I do not know.
We don't know either.
Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure I'm the seventh son of the seventh son.
So, what do we do there? Do we have family or?
You don't know actually. Each family,
Okay.
Yeah. If they've come up in the campaign before, then you can use them. If they haven't, then it's not useful to you.
Okay.
So, no worries.
Does the waitstaff guy go away?
Yes, he pretty much he makes sure that nobody else wants to eat anything or get in their drink or put down their empties or whatever, and then he goes away. But yeah, that was weirdly suspicious. It was over the top suspicious.
Right. So
Unless all the white staff here act
say,
like
guys,
that.
shall we retire back to the main room?
Yes.
Want to walk around and feel the books before we leave.
You run your fingers by him. The guy and the woman look at you a bit impatiently. You kind of stroke the books, just a quick walk around. You're thinking these books don't look like they've ever been read or moved before, just dusted every day.
Should I do a feel roll?
Sure, go for it.
Nope.
Do you have less than 50 in feel?
I've got 60.
Wow, you're fucking touchy-feely, man. Okay, great. No worries. Yeah, you don't feel anything odd. They watch you, and as you're leaving, you hear the guy say to a woman, "Want to get it on desk?" She's like, "Sounds great." And so you guys leave, and door closes behind you. You guys are walking around the Hollywood.
Dana.
Huh?
Dana. That guy
Yes.
seemed to almost suspiciously want you to eat something.
I agree. I mean, it was good, but I don't know what that was about.
Maybe we should get to the car. Maybe we've been drugged.
I look around, and since I definitely did not dress slutty, kind of looking around, who else is like dressed anywhere close to me?
Oh, there's many women are dressing wide on the spectrum between conservative and not. Oh shit, there's the host. He's coming in. He's got a lady on each arm. He's dressed as the slutty male equivalent of the vampire, although he's not showing the top of his chest. But yeah, he's definitely dressed to like. You're thinking that the bulge in the front is not all natural. But he's coming by and saying hello to various people and making the rounds finally. And it is getting closer to 11 o'clock. You notice that basically some people are now starting to leave, but as they are leaving, at the door is a big stack of boxes that are all carefully gift wrapped. And as each person is leaving, each person is being given a box from the pile. It is a finite pile, but it's a fairly good size one. And they're being thanked by the people dressed in the livery servants as they're leaving.
Okay. I want to look around the room and see if there's anybody who's conspicuously not eating or drinking anything.
No, pretty much everybody's having a great time. Nobody's acting. Well, you're beginning to tell that some of the people are a bit worse for drink, but it's not late enough where they're getting drunk. Also, you guys all noticed that the press is beginning to be discreetly ushered out. They were not dressed as vampires. They're dressed like, very conservative and such. But yeah, the Dave Collins does come up though, and he goes, "Rock!" And he extends his hands like we're gonna hug it out here.
Okay, I give him a bro hug.
And he says, "I just wanted to thank you again for what you did for Crystal Mammoth."
Oh, you're very welcome. It was no problem.
Great. He says, "It's up to you. If you want to stay, then you should be okay. But if you want to go, because the press is going to be leaving, I understand. It's whatever you'd like."
Oh, thanks.
And he gives you a nod. Empathy roll from the other two, who are not Rock. Empathy roll from everybody whose name is not Rock.
Made it.
He seems to be telling something significant to the Rock, who may not understand the significance of it and is just going along with it. This is what your empathy tells you. And he slaps you on the shoulder, and he nods to you guys, and he goes, "Hey." And then he takes his girls off to continue making the rounds.
I blah them about, very sketchy, but I'll say it because it's sketchy. Yeah, me and my buddy Phil did a favor for Crystal Mammoth Studios.
Take card for keeping it sketchy in case I ever need to run them on it.
Okay.
And that worked out really well. Usually things don't work out so well. We're still trying to get the hang of things.
Oh my God, if you wanted to fucking solve that one thing, you could fucking get these two to plan it for you. That could fucking end your pain and misery you've been going through for the last couple of sessions on it, because I'll bet they can think of something. They seem clever.
Okay. I have a skill below 30. I'm gonna do pharmacy for this unusual skill hobbyist, or is it a write-in only?
What's it say?
Permanent skill increase. Any write-in skill below 30% gets permanent 10%. All right, I'm gonna increase my gang lore. Or can I increase talent? I can't increase talent with that, can I?
Yeah, actually, you could. Talent is a write-in skill.
All right, that's what goes up then.
Yes, gang lore has come up numerous times in this campaign. I have weird skills. Like Pete picked up, I think you'd read on the boards, like 6 unusual skill hobbyists. And I will say one of them was for ropes and pulley skills. Yeah. He was like, that's not going to work. I was like, give it a try. And he did. And he's like, fuck you, Logan. So there you go.
Block and tackle skills.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, I just suddenly became more talented, probably because of David. I'm going to have to thank him for that.
Yep. So what are you guys wishing to do? It looks as though all of the non-A-listers, there's like maybe a couple B-listers are sticking around, but everybody else is leaving. And holy shit, everybody give me a spot hidden roll for something unusual, because anytime that Dana isn't looking, there's probably some guy juggling flaming torches and shit going behind her anytime she's not looking. And then she turns around real quick. Yeah, not good.
That's at minus 30.
Made it by 40.
Right. The other 2 guys both noticed that, you remember the black guy who was in the livery and keeping an eye on her and being all weird? He's not dressed like that anymore. He's dressed in like normal street clothes, kind of like a reporter would be. And he is also exiting with the reporters and other C-list actors and most of the B-list guys. And he's just kind of blending in with them and heading out. But since he spent a lot of time around you guys, you notice him. She appears to be distracted by a guy who is literally juggling flaming torches.
Okay, so blah, let's tail that guy.
Blah. It might be time to go.
We start moseying after that guy.
No worries. You guys, if you'd like to actually mosey, I will ask for a mosey roll, as there's a skill, a write-in skill called mosey. And if you ever go to the Old West, then you can literally mosey around. Plus, if you don't have a check in learning, it is a neat way to get it and pick up a new silly walk.
All right, mosey at learn. Nope.
Bill Mosey.
It's all up to her. Can she mosey?
I
Holy
mosey.
shit. She is the mosey queen. Right. She goes, you guys are like, God damn, she belongs in an Old West film. In fact, there's probably somebody looking at her going, wonder if we can cast her in an Old West film. No problem. You guys each get a box as you're leaving. You see the black guy is going over and he's talking to some people because they have taxis outside. These are for people that either didn't come with a ride or have since split up with their partner, or leaving their partner behind, or perhaps just got a quick divorce because it is Hollywood. Either way, there's plenty of taxis and he's talking to people, and apparently they're going to be sharing a cab.
Right.
Meanwhile,
I'm going to roll photography. I'm going to get a picture of the guy.
Sure.
Success.
It's so awesome carrying around a cell phone with a camera. Meanwhile, they hurry to get your car. Let me see how they do on their valeting roll, because you guys are in a hurry simply because you're trying to tail some asshole, and they probably buried you. They totally buried you. So anyway, they're getting away at very slow speed as they go down the driveway, and they've disappeared from view by the time you guys get your car. So it'll be like a go left or go right will be your big decision to find out whether you can find that cab ever again or not. So,
okay, we hop in the car. I guess I'll drive this time. And I'll try going left. Left?
Oh my God, take a card you've chosen correctly. I had it in my mind. I was like, I wonder which they're going to choose. You know, right. Give me a driving roll. You're trying to drive fast on some of the parts and then trying to keep back and stuff like that, so you don't like repeatedly ram the cab and shit.
Right.
This is a way of saying, I'm behind you, die now.
Successful drive roll.
Excellent. You're driving casual. Do you have any spy lore or surveillance that you'd like to do in order to try to hopefully not be spotted by the people in the cab if they're even looking?
I got surveillance.
Go for it.
I wish I had that skill +5 because I didn't quite make it.
No worries.
Anybody else have surveillance?
I've got a skill 5 card if you want to trade.
Unfortunately, he's already rolled. But for in the future, by God, he can get onto it. But
all right, I'm going to try a reroll on that one.
Ooh, why? They're probably not even looking. I mean, you're just driving casual. Better. All right.
All right.
If you've got less than 20 in surveillance, then you can, have the brights on and shit.
No,
tap
no,
out the Morse code. No? Okay. So anyway, right, you guys are now tailing him. Let's see where he goes. Eventually, he gets dropped off.
I'm going to retrieve that reroll, but I don't see where it is.
Did it get buried? Did somebody spend a card?
I got it.
Okay.
Yep, we got it. We're good.
All right. Eventually, the guy that you're following gets dropped off in front of a hotel downtown. Oh, by the way, for just Russ, give me a memory roll. I'm looking for you to fail this because you may suddenly remember something.
I failed it.
Thank God. Okay, so he gets out in front of a hotel downtown and walks in.
Okay.
Now here's the problem. There's no good. You can valet. You can leap out and throw your keys at a valet thing and then run into a hotel, but there's no real good parking here.
Right. Last time we followed somebody that led us to a trap.
I conceal my gun.
Aha! I was curious to see if anybody'd pick up their gun. Cool. Usually players just forget it in the car. It's awesome.
You want to go try and follow him, or you want to just sit outside and see if he comes back out?
I see Glenn get his gun, so I'm going to try mine. Got it.
Yeah, don't worry about rolling the conceal. That will be when people are looking for it. It's more fun that way. You think it's concealed, but we'll see what happens when you get into a position where somebody might look. Of course, for women, though, you can use a purse. And by God, that is automatic concealment. Big purse means I can carry a machine gun and nobody knows. Ha ha ha.
Can I get the binoculars and the sword out of the trunk?
Well, that would mean getting out of the car.
Right.
And like I said, this is kind of a valet park, or you could drop off the other two or something. There's no good parking spaces here unless you want to just drive up on the sidewalk and yell, I'm abandoning it, ha ha ha, and get a sword out of the truck and run off.
All
which is definitely suspicious behavior, even in California.
You guys want to get out? I'll go park the car.
Is my gun showing?
You hope not. You're trying to make it not show. I'll ask for concealment rolls if you get close to anybody who cares.
Well, I was trying to see if Rock could spot it.
Probably. He's really good at spotting things.
Yep, I spotted it.
But don't worry, he won't remember he did. So you guys want to get out or stay in the car?
I get out.
Getting out.
Great, you guys get out. Okay, I know he's going off to look for a parking place somewhere in the city that he gets to pay less than $30 an hour for. What are you guys doing?
Oh, hey, Rock, I think I see a spot right there. I've got maybe I can trade him a lucky day for a failed luck roll. Assuming that you fail it.
Sure. I've got a replenish or a plethora of penguins. I've also got a reroll.
Whatever.
Okay. Why don't you take the replenish?
Yeah,
I'll take the lucky day, and we'll see if I have to make a luck roll to find a good parking space.
Well, I was going to say, give me an amazing luck roll for movie-style parking where you can just park in front of the building over there in a spot.
Oh, I just put them on the table. I put replenish on the table. I didn't do a trade. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it. I don't think I can put it in my hand.
Right-click it.
Right-click.
And then say take card.
There we go.
And then you can put my card out on the table.
I think that I gave it to you, but maybe I didn't. No, I did
No,
not.
you didn't, because it was asking if I wanted to
Okay.
accept the trade. It was,
There you go. It's
it was
over by
trade
the
that I never used that, so I had mine on the table.
Your lucky day is over by the deck.
Okay.
Keep in mind that where the deck is weird because deck is kind of fixed, but the table moves. So the deck
Ah.
could be almost anywhere.
I see it.
Hooray!
If your screen is exactly like mine, it's close to the deck.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I'm making my luck roll. That is a normal success in luck.
So you want to play your happy day card to get the movie style park. Basically, it'd almost be a crit, but no, I mean the card, not.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, that's a brilliant idea she had. Way to fucking massage the cards. Yes, she's like, there's a spot, and you're like, God damn. So
As
yeah,
I'm halfway out, I lean back in.
perfect. Right, he parks close by. You guys, pretty much. You are like half a minute behind him now. You're not sure where he is. You're thinking if you go to walk, you're not going to get much closer. The valets are looking pissed.
I have an alertness card.
You're going to need to cover some distance to get to a place where you'd be able to see him quickly.
All right.
So it might be good for running, sprinting.
We need to follow.
Yeah, he is not seeable at all from where you're currently at.
Let's go in, fellas.
Excellent. You go in. Everybody give me spot hiddens. If you fail your spot hidden, then your alertness will be the victor.
Am I with them?
Yeah, a sprint roll from everybody, and you're all together.
I'm gonna bring a sword with me out of the car.
All right.
Spot at half.
Do you have a scabbard for your sword, Russ?
No, I do not. I'm just gonna be carrying it in my hand.
Past the valets and stuff. This looks like a bit nice of hotel for. I mean, if you're in like a crack house hotel, then a guy carrying a sword may not really alarm people. But here, you're thinking it might alarm people.
Okay, I leave the sword. I leave the sword in the car.
Okay, I mean, Marriott has seen a lot of things in its day, but a guy running toward the hotel with a sword may get comment.
I failed my sprint roll.
All right. Plus, you're running like I do, which is not a compliment. So, do you other guys do okay on your sprint rolls?
Yes.
Sprint. I made
Sprint.
spot at half. Rolling sprint is a fail.
Right. You get to see both of the guys doing the really slow-mo run as you sprint over to the hotel. And you're just in time to, how'd you do on your spot hidden roll there for Dana?
Made it, but nothing special.
No problem. You see the guy going through the back door that says alarmed, no entrance type thing. Alarm will sound if door is open. And he's just going through it at a fast walk, like, haha, and no alarm is sounding. So apparently the door is a liar. So he basically walked through the entire hotel all the way to the back and is leaving the door, not even looking back.
I'm
The door closes.
going to keep going.
Okay. Are you running through the hotel or fast walking or regular walking?
I am walking with a purpose.
Got it. No problem. That slows you down enough that the guys gasping and panting have finally reached the front door when you're halfway through the hotel. They're like, it's so far to go, that 50 meters to the lobby. Apparently, they both smoke heavily.
Got to work on my cardio.
Mm-hmm. You see her halfway through the hotel walking like a power walker.
Okay, I try and catch up with her. Is that going to take a sprint roll?
Yes. Although you'll be the only one running in the hotel, but it is late enough that there's not a lot of people. The guy at the desk is watching, wondering what's up, and he goes, Queen of the Damned. Huh, I saw that movie.
All right, that's a sprint at half.
Oh, no vampire attacks. No vampire attacks, says the guy at the front desk.
I use my celerity and get over there.
Another failed sprint.
Right, and he sees like the slow vampire. He just shakes his head. He goes,
Still got the cigar in my mouth.
"Sir, no smoking in here, sir." What kind
Oh
of
God, welcome to the 21st century. No one
what kind of
smokes.
communist country has this become? You think where an out of shape guy can't dress as a vampire and smoke in the hotel lobby?
That's
Sad.
not American.
Now, they've already made it to the back door. You're halfway through. Uh, do not open door. Alarm will sound is boldly emblazoned upon the lying door.
Go on through it.
The alarm once again fails to sound. It is a fucking disappointment. Going outside, you see over there is a garbage bin. Over there, further away, is a overground parking. It's like one of those parking structures. It's like 3 stories tall. And if you go far enough straight ahead, you get to like chain link fence that does not have barbed wire on top. Yay. And beyond that is like a creek type of thing. And you don't see the guy around at all. He has disappeared.
Okay.
Tracking.
Does the tracking roll help here?
Hey, you're on concrete, so and apparently he did not walk through mud before getting here, which was good for the
Right, which
hotel.
means it's like tracking at -60.
If at all. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
really leave any viable tracks on, blacktop.
I don't see him, Dana. I think
But
we
it
lost him.
tracks over by the creek.
You head over to the edge of the thing. Now you can give me a tracking roll. It's grass and shit. It is dark though, and don't think you have a flashlight or Coleman oil lantern.
I failed my tracking roll too.
What do you want to do, Dana? Those two have rushed over to look to see if he went to the creek. What are you doing?
So there's buildings and a dumpster, and then it goes back out to the street.
Dumpster this way, parking garage that way, and those guys went rushing ahead, going, "It's dark! Why is it so dark? I need a Coleman oil lantern to see the tracks," etc.
Parking garage.
Right, you hurry off toward the parking garage. No problem. There is a low fence, but with a successful jump roll, you can do the ping over it thing. No problems at all. She's getting away, guys. And did anybody make tracking where you're at over the creek? No. God, it's dark over here. Maybe you should look for tracks in place with more light.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna be running after Dana again.
More running.
Success.
I jump.
Haha, she says.
Do I need to jump over a fence?
Yeah, if you want to get over the fence, or you can take more time and climb it. She just sprung it like she's doing a friggin' hurdles.
I say parkour, and I parkour over the fence.
He does a cool flip on the end, like, haha, I win. And you're like, yeah.
That was not parkour.
I made sprint at half to catch up.
Give me a jump roll to clear the fence, or you can fumble and make me very happy and possibly lose a shoe.
Half.
Oh, you made that also? Right.
Yep.
Everybody's now sprinting off toward the thing. Go ahead and give me listen rolls as you guys sprint over to the parking garage.
Success.
Listen at half.
Nice. From behind you, you thought you heard a noise as you were sprinting away, and you've cleared the fence and you're sprinting toward the parking garage. You thought you heard a distant, very soft noise. It sounded like a soda can hitting the ground or something.
About face.
Give me a sprint or spot at -30.
Nope.
God, it's dark everywhere outside at nearly midnight. What? Nobody else made their listen?
I did not make the listen.
No problem. You're heading toward the parking garage at a good gallop. And Russ is right there with you, I guess, running neck and neck.
Yeah, Dana, I heard something back there. Can you take a look?
Sure. Is it a sound of a sword?
Yeah.
Nope, I don't see anything.
Awesome.
However, my alertness card I've been waiting for.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, remember I mentioned the garbage thing? Apparently, somebody was your guess, based on your alertness card, damn you, is that the guy went out and was hiding behind that, and you guys went ha ha and ran off that way, and he went ha ha, and he is running off around the hotel. All you see is his shadow quickly disappearing at a good sprint. Like, this guy sprints a lot.
Oh,
And he's definitely better than your cigar smoking partner at sprint.
oh, the game is on.